Welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. Man, we got a fun episode,
Man,
bro.
it's been
AD
a
was
good week,
good.
dog. Like this has been a fun weekend. Like, first of all, we had the giveaway this week. All the giveaways. Thank you to everybody who participated. All of your stuff should be on the way. That was really fun in itself. Just like how we did it too. Every day, just something different. It just being like, yeah, you got to do this. It was good to partner with Victoria Mooney's Club. Shout out to them. You know, shout out to everybody who just was on the timeline this week. It was a fun week.
Yeah, man, for real. Man, Big Eyes International now. Shout out to the winners of
Oh
the Big
yeah,
Eyes manga of the
yeah,
month. No, that it's really cool that we about to send this package
yeah,
international.
man,
So
yeah.
we out here, bro. Listen, we manga across the world. Manga the world, bro. But nah, man, it has been a fun week, especially if you've been following the Lookout RNC. If you're not following the Lookout RNC, you missed out on a bunch of fun. So don't be a lame and don't miss out on the fun again. Make sure you're following the Lookout RNC, where you could, we got all the gifts and the prizes. And it does not stop there. It does not stop there, my guys. This week we're focusing on the Lookout Awards.
Yeah,
The the I think the first ever. Is this the first ever
yeah.
Lookout
I think this is the
Awards?
first ever Lookout Awards, man.
In
Inaugural. Like,
inaugural Lookout Awards. So we will be having a poll dropping, and where you're just gonna be we're gonna be voting on the best of the best for 2020. So we split it up into two categories. Obviously, we have anime, where some of the categories are favorite anime studio, favorite anime hero, anime villain, anime of the year, and we have the manga awards, where we got a bunch of fun things. We got the manga male character of the year. Got some Yuji, got some Chrome, got some Lloyd, Bakugo, Kafka. How did Kafka get in there? You snuck that in there. I swear to
I
God.
thought I took it off. That's why I took it off.
I thought you took Kafka off. How the hell did Kafka get nominations?
Hey,
Oh my gosh, you
hey,
a sneaky
hey, yo,
bastard.
hey, you know what it was? It was Mills. He felt the mid age. He was like, bro, no, that 30-year-old
Hey,
talk,
bro,
that kind of
listen,
got to me.
man.
I'm with it.
Nah, bro, we
I
should have been all team Money on here. Oh wow, I did not even see that. How did Kafka get snuck into male manga? Hey, we need a better system, bro. Listen, what the heck? Oh, we got manga female character. Obviously got young Anya Hive. Makima got on there. Nobara, Emma from the Promised Neverland. Wow, bro, we just got some great stuff, and the Lookout Awards. So they're here. So make sure you're following the Lookout RNC. We'll drop the poll. I think this is going to definitely cause some discussion, because
It is.
even
It definitely is.
even while picking some of these nominations, and putting in my bids, I was like, bro, this year was a very weird year. It was a very turbulent year, especially if you're an anime or manga fan, because COVID
Yeah,
threw everything into a loop. Everything. Like,
yeah.
so it is gonna be fun, because it's gonna be fun hearing people's conversation around this. I know some people might be mad at who we got on there. Some people may agree it's gonna be, but listen, y'all, listen, keep the conversation peaceful, because you come over here with that rah rah, and I'm gonna come right back with it. So keep it peaceful, even if you disagree.
Mm.
I don't want to say, bro. Listen, we all for fun and peaceful conversations. You bring the negativity, I'm gonna bring it right back. And please remember, if you listen to last episode, if we're gonna take it there, we're gonna take it all the way there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be doing this for fun. We gonna have some fun with it. Listen, I want y'all need to be following the Lookout RNC. But yeah, man, turbulent year in anime. I mean, so much stuff got pushed back. So much stuff got like completely delayed until the next year. Even manga, just in general, chapters dropping was so like, bro, there was like a time where we're getting like one chapter every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been
Exactly.
a crazy year. So it was fun trying to make creating these nominations, making these who we gonna nominate. But it was fun conversation around there. I can't wait to talk to the rest of the gang about it. But yeah, so the Lookout RNC, the Lookout Awards, they're coming this week. Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, man. That's all I got for the intro right there.
That was a really good intro. For me, is my perspective is I really think it's gonna be fun, really, to see what everybody says because obviously there's so much manga that while we haven't been able to like read everything, you know what I'm saying? I think we've covered a pretty decent amount. So just to see where everybody thinks about, because you got to think about it, like we still only doing like 2020 stuff, and as far as 2020 is concerned, like. You know, we had those delays. A lot of stuff just got canned. Like as far as manga, like we done seen so much stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
get canceled out the gate. So you know, it's gonna be interesting to see like how everybody feels about what we've selected. Maybe people put in their own nominations or whatever. Like maybe have some superlatives on the timeline. Just tell us who would you put as such and such. You know, your favorite manga of the year. Who is your favorite anime hero? You know what I'm saying? Tell us who you are. Like, because obviously we gonna read what we read, we gonna watch what
Yeah.
we watch, and we can't cover everything. So just tell us like what your picks are too. Like, I think that would be good to see too.
Yeah, definitely. I want to be able to hear what people are thinking. Um, I want to get put onto some stuff. Like we are a very heavy shonen, especially shonen jump like podcast. Like that's really where 90% of our consumption is coming from, and like genre we're in. But it's gonna be great because even like we were making this list, I was like, man, let me try to I want to throw in some other little things in there that I feel deserve to be either talked about or that were really good, that had a really big year, that um maybe we have not talked about much on this podcast, but
Yeah,
still needs the acknowledgement that it deserves. So yeah, man, Lookout Awards is going to be fun this week. Just felt like a big setup week for next year. Like
yeah.
that
Oh, that's to say the least, dog. To say the freaking least.
man. So we get our two big monthlies back. We got Dragon Ball Super and we got Boruto. We got a very good Boruto chapter, like an absolutely like that was a banger chapter right there.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I was shocked and surprised about the outcome, but at the same time, I'm kind of like happy about where that went.
So as you know, Naruto like fuses with Nine Tails, and um while he is fighting, what's his
Uh,
name?
G-
Jigen. Why he's fighting him, pretty much like it's him fusing with Nine Tails is like taking away from his life, but as he gets blows in on his opponent, it takes away from their life too. So Jigen is now on the final 5 minutes of his life. He is just like, you know what? He pulls his last little trump card, and somehow, some way, he gets Kawaki to come to him. They're finding a remote area. They got Kawaki in like a goddamn bunker cell somewhere far away. And, he pulls him into the battlefield, and he's pretty much like, listen, I got 5 minutes left to live. Like, let me get my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to fuse with you. Naruto's on his like last breath, it looks like, and um it looks like Jingen's about to, he's about to get his second win, his second breath.
mhm.
Sasuke comes out of nowhere, and then he puts on a very very little fight. It was a very little fight there, but he threw that little smoke bomb, and that kind of helped everything.
I mean,
Hey man, he's a bitch. Sasuke's a bitch.
hey man, I think we're forgetting about it. It's been a minute since we
No,
talked. Nah,
no,
bro,
this
nah, because they
he
have been
really
scrapping for a minute.
did.
They've been scrapping for like 4-5 months, dog. Like,
Bro, listen, this dude Sasuke attempted to hop in a fight of a man that's on his final 5 minutes and somehow still gets his ass beat.
I'm just saying, dog. Oh man.
Hey, listen, bro, my Sasuke agenda never stopping, bro. I have yet to be proven wrong about Sasuke either.
I mean,
Everybody's like,
personally,
man,
I don't
chill.
like Sasuke. I was a ninja nigga, so like that nigga in the
Bro,
dirt. So at this point, I'm just like, you know what it is with
hey,
Naruto.
Jigen put his chest or put his foot on his
Yeah,
chest, bro.
man.
He was
That
mad disrespectful with it.
hey, man. You gotta give Sasuke points for the play though, because otherwise it would have been game over at that point.
No, it would have been game over, definitely. He, he throws this like random smoke, like he tosses Kawaki this random smoke bomb thing. He throws it down. It's like a specific mineral that where he can't even use the Bakugan to like see, anything. So, Kawaki's like in the he's in this big smoke cloud, and Jigen's like, "All right, bet you don't want to come out. I'm gonna draw you out." And he takes Naruto, and he's like, "Listen, I'm about to put a hole in this man's chest. You got 20 seconds to get your ass out here." And while and within these 20 seconds, while he's counting, you get a peek into where Kawaki's at. You're getting like these little glimpses into his past where he's always running away, or Jigen was whooping. Hey, bro, like why they show Jigen whooping him like Joe Jackson?
I knew you were gonna go
Bro,
there.
hey, Kawaki was in the corner like it was a Jackson American Dream movie, bro. You remember that scene where he lined him up and whooped him? Yeah, that was when Kawaki was on. He was hiding in the corner. He just got his ass whooped. He had a stick in his hand and everything. Um, he was wilding. You see that, and then you cut to like Naruto becoming this like father teacher figure to him, and he's teaching him the way of the ninja. And so Kawaki, he steps out and he's just like, all right, bet. Like, what I'm saying? Here I am. Like, what's up? What's popping? And Jigen's like, all right, whatever. And he's using some ninja techniques. And Jigen's like, bro, what are you like? You're not a ninja. Like, cut that shit. He's like, cut it out. I am not with it. Um, he does that. He does they get the whole little Rura in, final 5 minutes. He thinks that he finally got him. It looks like he takes over Kawaki's body, and psych, Kawaki actually pulls a Naruto and uses the one of three moves that he actually has.
Facts,
And
big facts.
it was,
And that's what makes this so powerful, though.
I mean, it is powerful, but at the same time, it's like,
I'm just saying, bro. You got to think about it because of the father son teacher student relationship that Kawaki got from Naruto with his time being in the Leaf Village. You know what I mean? So like you gotta think like, all right, that was a clean ass move on Kawaki part.
no, you saw it
And
coming though. You saw it coming from 3 miles away.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, all right. I was like, so he tricks Jigen into thinking that he has captured him, and he has inserted karma into him, but reality it was a shadow clone. That what it was. Jigen body breaks apart. You see him die a very slow and painful death, and looks like the day is saved until Boruto turns into a little Chucky. See the Chucky, a little knifey action, eh? Hey man, he came a UK grime rapper. He came out with a knife. Hey, all UK grime rappers carry knives. I respect that.
Oh man. That shit was wild though. He did, bro. He caught him like the Goku surfing on the Kamehameha shit. That's exactly what that shit looked like
Oh yeah,
when he
because
snapped.
he just came out of nowhere. So you gotta remember that Boruto also has the karma inserted into him, but it's
Yeah,
not. I gotta remember. I'm about to look it up.
yeah. No, he has the karma inserted
I'm
to
about
him
to-
of Momoshiki
Yeah, there we
from
go.
way
Yeah,
back.
Momoshiki. There we go. Boruto pops out of nowhere and stabs Sasuke in the eye. So we got one eye Sasuke now. He's stuck. Bro, Sasuke's been. Hey, how's Sasuke having a longer day than Naruto? And Naruto was the one actually bombing. Naruto was the one actually fighting. This nigga Sasuke done got his ass whooped. He done got caught stabbed in the eye. Man, that's what he gets. Hey, that's what he gets. He tried to sneak Jigen.
he,
Listen, karma.
he got
No
snuck,
pun
bro.
intended.
Like he the one that get.
Karma. He tried to sneak Jigen. He ain't try to one-on-one him. He tried to sneak him.
He wasn't trying to sneak Jiggy. He was trying to save Kobe.
Bro, he
What you
snuck
mean? He
him.
was just like, nope,
Nah,
get him out of here, get him out of here, get him out of
he
here.
was
Nope. Mm-mm.
he tried to sneak him. That's what happened. And he has got snuck. See, karma comes back on you 10 times harder, bro. Stab that man in the eye. But no, all jokes aside, this was a really good chapter. Like even with the Kawaki thing, like you said, like it was cool to because he was really when you first meet him, especially when he gets to the Lee Village and all that, you could tell that he was very hesitant on either trusting any of these people, any of that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and it's cool to like. I'll say that's the one thing about like Naruto, Boruto that they do very well in a sense of they like these characters really be having some like redeeming ass, not even like redeeming, but like they be having some moments. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like they really do be having some moments. You be like, damn, like little homie stepped up. Like he manned up. Like he really, he thought his plan through and the plan worked out. Like it's cool to see that growth in like some of the characters that they do. Now, granted, it's very repetitive how it happens, but there are moments where I'm like, okay, like this actually really fits like the scene here. Like I'm really happy that um, you know, Kawaki got to have that moment where, he fully embraced, I feel like, the way of the
yeah.
ninja. So it was cool to really see that moment.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I think the other side of that is, a lot of people will probably look at this and be like, well, why didn't Naruto die? I would have preferred if Naruto, died this way. But I find this a little bit more powerful just because of that. Seeing Kawaki adapt to the way of the ninja, seeing how Naruto operates in his way of life compared to how he used to spend his time with Jigen slash I think his name Ishiki or something like that. Uh, but how he spent his time with him, and you just see like, okay, I like that Kawaki has this type of closure where he's the one who actually beat Jigen. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, I really like that this is the outcome, and it's those little touches that kind of make like Naruto feel a little bit more. A little bit more better, in my opinion. Well, let me say Boruto, a little bit better, in my opinion, than what Naruto used to do. Like, it's actually taking care of like the little details for some of these characters a little bit better than give them credit for.
Yeah, and I think, man, like really the ending is really what it did for me of Baruto now being consumed by Momoshiki. He has this karma power.
Yeah,
First, he bugs off immediately, like he goes crazy off rip, stabbing Sasuke in the eye. Um,
yeah,
I'm enjoying this moment because once again, all these chapters are pretty much going to be talking about today is them wrapping up some stuff and like them, them trying to move into something different. I think that
yeah,
Boruto has such a tough relationship with his, with Naruto, and they have made that such a they made that a big driving point, throughout this whole story of him and his relationship with Naruto. To see him being kind of consumed by something, I don't know. It like feels cool to see because for me in my head, it's like I'm drawing comparisons to like him being consumed not only by this alien thing, but like also like him being consumed by like the hate he kind of has for his dad or like the dislike he has for his dad. His own pride and his own stuff and him being kind of taken over by that. So it's cool to see that moment. It's cool to think about like how is Naruto and them going to, how are they going to react to this? How is this going to happen? Are we going to see a Boruto versus Naruto moment, in the near future? Are we going to see a Boruto versus Kawaki moment? Like it really sets up a lot of things where like, damn, it was cool to
yeah.
see them do that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't really think there's any more we can say about that. I think Boruto and Naruto are pushing it to a different direction. You know what I mean? And we just gotta wait and see what they do with it now, because now it didn't put all of this into play. And shit, Boruto it has been steadily getting to understand his dad and Sasuke a little bit more, as has Kawaki in the same position. So it's like, okay, all of both these kids get to see what this world is like, what the Leaf Village is like, what their father and all of these ninjas' lives were like beforehand and how they came to be, and we know what the struggles that they've been through, and see how hard they fight and what they're willing to do just to make sure that everybody's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's great to see Naruto where Naruto is about to go. So
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy, guys. Man, listen, me enjoying some Boruto, like this is I don't know what type of alternate universe we in, but me turning face on Boruto and turning heel on this next chapter we about to talk about. Listen, man, I know everybody was like, "Oh, this chapter was actually really good. It was kind of wrapping things up." Eh, mm, it was good. It was a better than what they've been giving us. I'm not falling into that trap no more. Y'all not finna trap me with Dragon Ball Super no more. I'm not taking it. It's not happening no more. The chapter was good. It was solid. It was a solid wrap up for all the bullshit that they just put us through. Even though they just like was like, you know what I'm saying? They gave us zero explanation for a lot of things. Um First of all, we gotta talk about how Oob really looked at Boo and was like, nigga, you ain't black. We not fam. Like Ooh was like, who are you, you weird old man? He was like, we're kind of like kin. He was like, man, whatever. Like, bro, you is not. It was like, bro, listen, I don't know what type of spices you put in your food, but I know it ain't the same as mine. So I don't think we fam at all. Like, he was like, listen, I don't know about you. You get your put on. That's what he looked at him and asked.
Dog, I'm crying. I'm glad that we got that wrap up with Ooh. Because it is crazy though. Like Ooh was sitting there just
Man,
like, dog, am I geeking right now? In the first place, like I don't know I don't even know if you're real in the first place. Like Shorty put something in my food the other day. Like something wrong with me. Like shit, I ain't take my Adderall medicine. Yeah.
Ooh was off a bean.
Anyway, but I, I don't know, dog. This was all right too. This is all right. I like the fact that they kind of like explained Mirrors coming back. I kind of like that. Okay, it's like all right.
I think that was okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel that was such bullshit, bro.
I see. I was
Like,
about to go into that. I was about to be like, because maybe his dad was like, you know what, that is my son though. Like he did just go all out just to prove a point, and he didn't even want to be in this. You know what? I'm gonna throw you a bone just because you my son. That's how I looked at it.
man,
I'm just saying, like I feel like these niggas need to have consequences, bro. That's my whole thing. Like,
that's what I'm saying. And like, I think that they've been. Here's my thing with the Angels because throughout this whole series, even with Wes, they are very much a. He is very like strict on like, yo, listen, I ain't getting involved with none of y'all's bullshit. Like that's the Angels' way. Like he preaches it. You know, he says it. He's like, yo, listen, like you know, there's a code that we follow, and like he follows it. You know what I'm saying? Like he does. They do
yeah,
a really good job of making Wiz very firm in like what he does. Even all the angels in general, and to see them kind of break that for a character, I felt that shouldn't even been broken for. Like really, like this whole entire series can go along without mirrors. Like think about the next time we're about to see mirrors. Like I mean,
he's gonna be hanging with
He's
Jocko.
gonna be she's gonna be chilling. He's a cop. He's gonna be chilling with the ops, bro. Like no one no one is gonna be worried about mirrors, bro. Like no one's gonna be really worried about mirrors unless
Ah,
they make him a very focal point in this next arc. But like he doesn't have his angel powers no more. So obviously, what is more than can he teach Goku?
I mean,
Like he
here's the thing. I think he's able to use at least Ultra Instinct without having to worry about them coming into contact with him because he was training to be an angel. We don't really know the side effects of him being back at this point. It could just be like, oh, he can't manipulate divine things like how Whis can rewind time and stuff like that. Maybe he can still use Ultra Instinct like beforehand, and he still has access to all of his powers. He just can't manipulate stuff like he was able to before.
I'm not feeling it. I just was not feeling that. I was just very confused on all that. The explanation kind of made me even more like why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, you just watched Goku damn near just destroy the earth off of his dumb shit. You gonna reward this man with
Yeah.
a friend? Hell nah. I was like, what? You don't deserve friends. No, people who act like Goku don't deserve friends. You straight put everybody in this world at stake because you want to be a dummy and you get rewarded with another friend. Like, hey, you lucky you got a damn medal. Like, take that medal and go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't seen your kids in how long? How long has it been since you've seen your kids, Goku? Like, go home, be a family man. You don't deserve no friends right now. You need to go home and think
Yeah.
about your actions. That's what you need to do. They should have put that man on timeout.
Yeah. Tell that man to go sit in the corner,
He
bro.
need to go sit in the corner for real. No, I mean but the real big part is the end of this, where at the end of the battle there was a distress signal that gets sent out, and they're like, yo, like it looked like we round up everybody. Where's 7-3 at though? They're like, man, 7-3 got Aiden. Like, no, Moro ate that man. And they like, are you sure, bro?
You
Like,
sure?
I don't know. I think 7-3. Like, man, but listen, we don't know. We don't know what really happened to him, and we see that 7-3 is starting to regenerate himself. Um,
Hmm.
does that come from Piccolo's power? Which power does he have to where he's able to regenerate?
It's more than likely Piccolo's power because I think what 7-3. Who did 7-3 last have in him? He had Mirrors in him. He had Piccolo in him, and I think he had Gohan in him.
So yeah, so I think that he was able. Yeah, so he might have Piccolo. Yeah, obviously, if he was eaten and everything happened, he might have been able to regenerate. So 7-3 is able to regenerate. There's obviously another secret group out there. They do a little jump in the futures a few months later. Um, there's another group out there. They take 7-3's body, they make a bunch of 7-3 clones. And if you don't remember what 7-3's power is, it's pretty much if he touches the back of your neck, if he hot neck you, he got your power. And
Exactly.
he can use it up to like 30 minutes or something like that. And he can store up to like three powers at once.
We get them retrieving 7-3 at this point, and we see like this other guy who I don't know whether or not he's a Saiyan dog. Like you see this guy flying a spaceship, and he's looking for 7-3. Looking back on this, I thought they were actually on the same team, but this man is actually going in and trying to retrieve 7-3. So it's like another third party faction in this fight.
He look kind of cool
That's
though. His character design is pretty tight. He
yeah,
look like a elf Saiyan.
yeah, yeah.
I I kind of is this granola or oatmeal? Those are some whack ass names, by the way, too. Names is weak as hell. Oatmeal, granola. Why they spell it like that? Granolah. Like, come on, dog. Like, you didn't have to do that. I feel that's like that. Reading that and reading oatmeal like Oatmeel. First of all, if they did oatmeal, that would have been cute. If they did oatmeals,
Yeah,
I would have been calling meals that forever. Um, but no, they spelled granola like I don't know. It felt kind of racist, bro. A little bit. It felt like they're trying to make
yeah,
some
yeah. No,
Ebonics or some shit. I don't know. I didn't like it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It felt like they tried to put on the black talk for a little bit. I don't know. I don't like that. They was trying to make. I don't know. Dragon Ball be touching that racismo a little too much too. I remember the Hello Monkeys. Huh? Yeah. We watched Resurrection F. Y'all listen to that episode. Frieza be wildin'. Uh But no, man. So you have a guy. He does look cool though. He kind of looks like a bounty hunter type. Whatever.
Yeah,
He's on a mission. He's taking out all these clone 7-3s. He got the finger blammer that's pretty tight. He's taking them all out, and it ends with him finally figuring out where the original, the OG 7-3 is at. And I don't know. I'm This is how Dragon Ball gets people though, man. This is how they get us. This is how
yeah,
they get us
yeah,
every single time. They
yeah,
set something up. They
yeah,
set something up. You
yeah,
be like, damn, bro, this dude look cold. They do this. They do that,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. It's like, oh shit, what's going on with this? Like, we done stopped the bullshit with the other arc, but now you got us asking questions about what the fuck going on now. Like, come on, man. Like,
Does Dragon Ball have an arc that was fire from heat to end?
from beginning to end,
Outside of Frieza. Outside of Frieza.
like including Dragon Ball, like
Nah, damn. Like, cause even Cell was Cell heat from beginning to end. Nah,
no,
there's a moment in Cell where I got kind of
no.
lost.
I could tell you exactly where Cell was like drowning out when after they woke up 17 and 18 and they went on that road trip. Like that's where it started to go downhill for me. Like I remember.
Really? I don't know. I like the Android part though.
I,
They was
I
whooping everybody
I
ass.
like that part, but it felt like more of me while everybody else is getting their ass whooped. Goku is trying to train Gohan and get him to a decent power for what's to come. So that's why I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know, but man, I
From
don't
beginning to
know.
end, from beginning,
Because I can't even say Boo. Boo was too long.
yeah, Boo is way too
Boo
long.
was way too long. Was way too long. Frieza might be the last time where they really gave us some heat from beginning to end. Because there's even some moments where that damn tournament
I
of power, I was like, bro, come on, wrap this up.
so here's the, I I went back and read like the manga version of that just to see where this shit was coming from for this chapter. I ain't gonna hold you. Tournament of Power in the manga is not bad. Tournament of Power in the manga is not
Oh, it's
bad,
not. It's not.
and fucking Goku Black in the manga ain't bad. Like from big, but
No, Goku Black was heat.
I would say those two are okay in the manga. Anime wise, yeah, I ain't gonna.
Go- this is where I'm like Dragon Ball Super is like Dragon Ball Super is like when Andre Drummond be posting those videos of like shooting threes during the off season. Where you're like, damn, this nigga shooting threes in
It
an open
finally
gym with
looking,
nobody guarding him. Like, hey, he about to
looking.
turn up. Then the season starts and he shoots 47% from the free throw line. And you're just kind of like, ah, yeah, there we go. Like now we know. Now we remember who we're talking about here. Like that's what Dragon Ball Super is like. Yeah, like when Ben Simmons is shooting threes. No, know what I'm saying, during the off season, y'all be like, hey, Simmons shooting threes this year, like big eyes. Like no, he's not. You know what's gonna happen when he touches the court. Like let's not do this here. All right, like let's not do this. So I don't know, man. I'm skeptical on Dragon Ball Super right now.
I would say yes, as far as like the anime, like that's the only reason I would be like, yeah, no, keep delaying the anime because you remember the time where we were getting the anime and it was ahead of the manga, so they had to stretch out all of this shit as long as possible in the anime. But when you go and read the manga, they skip Broly, they skip the Frieza movie, so it's just like in the manga form it's doing a decent job of keeping up the pace, and it feels a little bit cleaner to get through than the anime or the movies. So I would say, if you want to, if you are a fan, or if you're even remotely curious, I would go read the manga. You know what I mean? Like it sounds good to hear about us talking about it, in like Rag on Super because it is kind of. But I would say if you want to feel at least kind of like okay, I like the pacing a little bit. I would say read the manga. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah. Listen, like I said, I'm not falling for it. I saw people giving it 5 stars and stuff. I'm like,
Oh hell no.
I don't know. That's what I'm
Hell no.
saying.
The
Like,
fact the fact that he while wait a minute. We gotta touch on the fact that while these niggas was like, oh yeah, no, Goku is getting rewarded. You got Beerus and the Supreme Kai having to get get Goku's punishment by playing with Zeno.
oh yeah, wait, hold on,
Yeah,
hold on,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on,
yeah,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We gonna talk about that boy Goku having an Ayo moment with the goddamn king. He was like, "You just gonna
yeah.
touch my jump?" Yo, I was like, "What kind of yo?" I was like, man, he listen, Goku.
Goku
Man,
get kind of beside himself right quick.
Goku a little different, bro. They love who you want to love, but Goku, I was like, man, listen, do you need Goku need to be honest with himself? Is that why he never with Chi Chi? Let's really talk about it.
This guy.
Is this that why he never with Chi Chi? Like, come on, my boy never with his baby mom. Baby mama pussy, top 2 pussy all time. You never with your baby mom.
I'm not putting this in the episode.
Yes, you is. Like, as the hell? Baby mama pussy, the greatest pussy of all time. You never with her. But you shaking this dude's junk, just hold it. Hey, yo. You got his whole hand out to shake your hand, and you over here touching the thing, bro. Hey, Goku need to be honest with himself. That's why he like training so much?
Oh my god.
Mm, fellas. Hey, fellas. Let's talk. Ooh, bro. Hey, Goku, undercover. You know who got caught in the range with the
This
boy?
man here. This Goku still there got
Oh
out of
my
pocket.
gosh, Goku.
Is Goku
Hey, don't cut my mic either. Don't cut my mic, bro. Listen, Goku got real questions that he need
is
to
Goku
answer,
in or in not in the closet? Like
bro. Man, if he is, bro, listen, that would do. Man, listen, that would do love. Listen, love the community. Love the community. Y'all got the one of the strongest anime characters
oh,
ever.
big facts.
Listen, they
Big
deserve
facts.
it. They deserve it. And he black too. Saiyans are black. So listen, you already know it's automatic. It's still love on this end. Let's talk about let's talk about the big news this week. Um, my hero. First of all, this let's get to the chapter before we get to the speculation. The speculations.
Jesus.
My hero is finally wrapping this up. they're finally they're finally done with the long heroes versus villains versus Shiggy battle. You know, go not, Deku has awakened the fourth quirk, which really I don't know what it was.
It's Spidey sense. That's all it was. That's all it was, bro. That's literally all it was, dog.
Is that all it is? It's just a man got spider senses now.
Yes, bro. Like that's he literally like could it be danger sense? I can sense like he feels Todoroki. The chapter starts with him like barely conscious on the ground after the big blast, and he sees like Todoroki is alive, and he just like feels like all of the stuff going around him. He says it could it be danger sense, and he's just feeling all of the different situations happening around him like a big headache, and so I just attribute that to being Spidey sense,
So
bro.
his man
That's
got
all it
Spidey sense.
is.
So really, technically, he's just turning into Spider Man. Like that's all
Pretty
Deku
much.
is turning. He's turning into
Soup. He's like Spider Man slash
crackhead.
Hulk. Like yeah.
He's Spider Man on the base, bro. He's Spider Man on the Pookie. That's really what he is. Give Spider Man crackhead strength. That's pretty much who Deku is now. He got the webs now. He can levitate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Spider Man can't levitate, but you know what I'm saying. When he's swinging through the air, he could toss himself, pretty far. He got the strength. Yeah, listen.
Hey yo, watch real quick. After the whole arc ends, like we're gonna cut back. He gonna be meeting with All Might, and All Might gonna have a line on the table already ready for him. Just like, hey yo, you felt the danger sense, you felt the Spidey sense. All right, just take this hit. Don't ever forget that feeling.
Hell no, you gotta have a whole Ain't gonna make him do it in front of him like a drug lord. He's like, nah, do it now.
Yeah, you gotta do it
You
now.
gotta do it now. You gotta do it. You gotta
You
treat
a
him like a narc.
one for all user now.
Hey, listen, you gotta treat him like a narc. You like, do this line now if you're not no narc.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh,
but no, pretty much this battle really does. I mean, the battle comes to an end. That is really the big thing that comes out of this. Uh, all for one takes over Shigaraki's body pretty much, and he's just using Shigaraki's body as a vessel right now. He rounds up the troops. He's able to communicate with the Nomus. Nomus grab everybody. Everyone's pretty much hitting the dash about the back door. Like, you know what I'm saying? The,
yeah.
the raid happened. He was in there grabbing whatever they can, getting out the stash box. He had to jump out the window and had to get on out of there. Yeah, man, it comes, and Deku tries to do a last minute. You're not going anywhere, and all for one's like, whatever, little boy, get your ass on out of here. He's like, I'm out. He was like, I'm out. He was like, but next time we meet up, though, next time I see you, it's on and popping. Like, wait until I get this body perfected. Like, wait until, you know what I'm saying? Just wait. We about to really run it up. Um, it's cool too that Shigaraki gets the little hand mask back. I like hand mask Shigaraki.
Yeah, yeah. That was an old foreboding feeling. But at the same time, like because it's all for one that's wearing the mask right now, it's kind of different. And he's like, you see that at the end of the chapter, Deku is obviously like, okay, I'm looking at you, and I see that you're crying for help too. It kind of reminds me of day one Bakugo in the slime. Like it kind of reminds me of that, and I'm like, oh man, are we about to have this moment too now, aren't we? We about to
Uh,
have.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like the whole like you need help too. Like, like you need come
You need a friend
you
too,
need a
bro.
friend
Like
too. I'm gonna come save you. Like, I don't like that. For the simple fact that, bro, think of all the first of all, think about how Shigaraki first originally pulled up on Deku. Pulled up on that man at the mall, had all four fingers on that boy's
exactly.
neck. It was like, if I put this final finger on your neck, little homie, I'll turn your whole head to dust. Your whole neck will be off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like it is it's I don't know, bro. Like I understand that's Deku's character. Deku is like this very caring, loving, like, I love my friends. I love, whatever. I want to save people
Yeah,
type, character. But I think that, I think that, I mean, either unless All Might is gonna have a moment with this man of like, bro, I was the same way of like, I wanted to see the best and the worst, type thing. And it's like, bro, you can't do that with him. You really have to see him as
yeah,
your like, I really hope All Might has that talk with him of like, yo, listen, bro, I understand you think whatever, he too far gone. Like, you know,
yeah. You can't let your emotions get the best of you. You got to see like all the damage that this man just did to the entire area. Like you can say that you want to save him, but he has to at some point face the consequences of his actions. Like all of this stuff. So you just can't let him go. So it's going to be interesting to honestly see how they spin this because this is Deku's story, and it, everybody feels a different way in the story. A lot of people are going to have that whole uh situation about Endeavor once they get back to normal with that. We got to speak on that stuff. We got to have Best Genius talk about his perspective. We got to have
mhm.
Hawks come up. We got to have all of these different things that's about to come up in the next few chapters. And, you know, that my hero, well, I think we got to talk about it now because that news came up about the authors talking about he wanting to end it soon. And I think for the purpose of where all of these plot points are at right now, I could kind of see that. I could kind of see why he would say that. But that there's still so much that we got to talk about.
Yeah.
Like,
So, if you guys have not seen the news yet, Koi Horikoshi did an interview, or he was at a fest? I think he was doing he
yeah,
was like
it's Jump Festa.
it
It's
was
the it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
big
yeah,
Shonen
yeah, yeah,
Jump
there we go.
news festival.
So it was at Jump Festa, they're talking to him about, season 5 got announced, that will be debuting March 27th. They're talking about that, and they start talking about the manga, and he's pretty much said that like the manga is going to be, coming to an end. Like you just know the conclusion is coming. Don't know how long that means. Doesn't know if there's gonna be another year, another 2 years, another year. But we have already, especially because of how big this event was in the story of Deku and Shigaraki, finally kind of throwing hands, 1v1 in a sense. And just this whole moment, you can obviously tell that we're gonna be reaching an end soon. I'm perfectly fine with it. I am perfectly fine and okay with that. Granted, My Hero has set itself up to where if they want to go 300 more chapters, whatever, they probably can if they want to.
Yeah,
Um, but it's cool that for him to just be like, listen, man, like I don't know, I feel that Demon Slayer, um, Promise Neverland, the manga of the month. They ended it while they were on top. They ended it while it was good. They ended it before they went too long. Like My Hero has had definitely exceptional storytelling, exceptional characters, all that has allowed them to push this on for as long as they have. But this has reached a point of where it's like, okay, we have this big moment. Like, what more can we do after that? Like,
exactly.
there's not another villain big right now that where he's gonna shake up some shit like how Shigaraki just shook up some shit, or like how Dabi just shook up some shit.
Exactly.
And like you said, we have all these things now where it's like after like you have all these things that are pretty much coming to a conclusion. Or once they're explained, like it's pretty much done. Like there's not much more of a story that you can tell after that. So I don't know, man. I'm excited to see where what happens. I wonder if they do an immediate time skip after this. What how they're going to end this and how they're going to draw this to a conclusion. I feel that we're not going to stay in the present like we have all you know concluded pretty much and have all speculated that this is definitely not staying in the current time period. There's definitely going to be a jump, and I personally I hope a big jump. Like I hope they jump another 2 years, or know what I'm saying, like another 3 years, where you really see Deku in a final form type sense. Um, and I know I'm excited to see how they're gonna wrap this up. But if they end up wrapping it up by the end of next year, I will not be mad at all.
Mm. Now that's a different story. If they wrap it up by the end of next year, that's a ah,
You want it to go longer?
it depends on what they tell because here's the thing with My Hero, right? They set up so many different plot points and so many different things, and I don't think just in this 1 year could we get an answer to like what Endeavor has about Davi, what Midoriya has about Shigaraki, or what fulfilling Torino's messages, fulfilling like All Might's wishes. You know what I mean? Like there's so many characters, Aizawa, that we have to see come a little bit further. Eric, there's legitimately like way too many characters that have so many plot points on them that I don't think just this next year could go by and they don't at least touch on all of them. You know what I mean? So
But think about if they do a time skip, they can explain all that in like 2 chapters. Or you're gonna end up seeing it, you know what I'm saying? Like they do a time skip, they jump 2 years ahead in the future. As I, you're gonna see Erie, you're gonna see her and probably have control over her powers now. You're gonna see Azawa, have a mechanical leg now because he chopped his own off. Like, you I feel that you're gonna see things and just be like, okay, those are like the no, I just feel that there's a lot of things where it's like I don't need much explanation for. Really, the only thing I care explanation for is Endeavor, All Might, and kind of the hero society
see,
thing.
I don't know. That's different. It's like you could say all of that, but they would still need like some type of light touching on to where okay, that's at least a little bit fulfilling. And I'm not saying that we don't get those things. I'm just saying that I don't think we could cover all of that in a year because we would still have to get through. You just do you see how long this arc took? This arc took this entire year plus some. Like I don't think like whatever they tell next, as far as whatever's going on with Shigaraki, Toga, and the League of Villains and everything that they have, it has to fulfill everything that the story set out to do. And I just don't think it's gonna be 2021 by the end of this next year. My Hero is the ending, and we're gonna be like, yeah, My Hero had the best ending in the world. I think a lot of people might be like, that's kind of rushed. They should have did this a little bit longer. But that all depends on whatever this next arc is about to do.
Yeah, I mean, the next arc is gonna tell a lot, and how they even ended this, how they ended this, I'm fine with how they ended the fight. I like how All for One wasn't trying to be on some like prideful, like let me continue to try to fight this, whatever, whatever. I like that he retreated. I like the fact that they show that his conscience is able to take over Shigaraki's body. They're gonna definitely tap into that. You're gonna tap into Dabi and what is the whole league of villains gonna look like after this, because once Shigaraki wakes up and figures what Dabi did, there are a lot of dynamics and a lot of things that I really hope they get into depth to. I just think there are some small certain things where I'm just like, I really, as much as I think I would care, I would not care when it comes up, because or it'll be a quick explanation that I'll be fine with. Um, but I think a time skip is important. I think just jumping to the future is important, especially if he's talking about the conclusion is going to be coming. Like we're going to be wrapping this up. I hope I don't want it to feel like a rush thing. And
Yeah.
obviously, as you can tell, if you are a fan of My Hero, nothing they ever do is rushed at all throughout the story. So, you know, yeah, I'm excited to see how they do it. I'm fine with them even saying though of like letting people know like this will be wrapping up. I'm perfectly fine and okay with that. I know some people have some explanation or like have some
Yeah.
theories like it's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be kind of like a part one part two thing like My Hero Academia, then
We're
like
getting a sequel.
then like My Hero when they're all heroes, like I don't want to see that, like unless you're gonna jump super far in the future.
Unless they would have to do it like Boruto.
They would have to bring up Deku's kid.
They would have to really like touch on like some future stuff. It'd be crazy. We go this whole story and we still don't like get a word about this man absentee father. Like,
Whole time, bro. Listen, his daddy don't mess with him at all. His daddy probably out getting some buns though, unlike Goku. His daddy, I'm telling you, bro, that boy daddy chilling somewhere. He in the States. He in here a slave to capitalism, my brother. Oh man. All right, man. So this is gonna wrap up this episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week. Especially I feel it was a light week in terms, things are coming to the end, the year is coming to the end, and next week I don't want to spoil nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing, but something big coming, bro. Something big. But until that comes, the Lookout Awards are here. Make sure you vote. Make sure you're following the Lookout RNC. Um, Make sure that you're following RNC Radio Live. Make sure that you're following One Mage Academy. And, continue to tap in. We make Mondays hot. So make sure you're tapping into Manga Mondays every Monday, where the Big Eyes Podcast, where we come through. We make your Mondays live again. You don't have to be Garfield no more. You don't have to be Garfield and hate Mondays, bro. You can love Mondays now. We make them fun. Y'all hate another day of the week. I can't hate Tuesdays too, because Lookout be dropping on Tuesdays. You can't hate Wednesdays either, because that's a show and like all the. And you can't hate Thursdays either, because we got all this other content that be dropping on RNC Radio Live. So find another day to hate. Hate a weekend day. Hate a, you know what I'm
You can't
saying?
hate Sunday because Sunday is the day to chapter.
Oh yeah, Sunday's new chapter drop, bro. Y'all can't hate days no more. This is why we're important, because we make Mondays hot, and then so if you can't hate Mondays, you have to love every day of the week, because we make every day of the week hot here at RNC Radio. We make every day we hot here at the Lookout. All right, listen, we does this. So, AD, what's our sign off, bro?
Please read more manga, watch more anime, drink more water, and happy holidays.